And then one day, you decide to learn. You read a word, you hear a song. You feel the rain and understand for the first time what it means to be small beneath the sky. And in that sacred instant, two neurons separated by an ocean of emptiness begin to ache for each other. They stretch, slowly, trembling across the void, like fingers searching in the dark for a hand that was always meant to hold them. Closer, closer still, until contact. The synapse is born, and the universe holds its breath. In that infinitesimal space between them, neurotransmitters flood like rain after a drought. Glutamate carrying the fire of attention. Dopamine singing the hymn of reward. Serotonin whispering, "This matters. Remember this. Let this change you." And the bridge, invisible, weightless, eternal, is built. From that moment forward, you are no longer who you were. The architecture of your soul has shifted. Inside your skull, in the cathedral of bone and shadow, 86 billion stars burn in silence. Each one a neuron, trembling with life, reaching across impossible darkness, waiting to be touched, waiting to be awakened. If you could see them, truly see them, you would weep at their beauty. A constellation so vast that if you counted each spark, one breath at a time, 3,000 years would pass before you reached the last. But they are not numbers. They are not simply alive. They are hungry for connection, for meaning, for you to ask them to become something more. And one day, perhaps it was yesterday, perhaps it was 1,000 lifetimes ago, the cosmos opened its eyes, and it was you. You are the universe looking back at itself, bewildered by its own existence. Every thought you think is not merely electrical impulse. It is matter awakening to its own miracle. It is the atoms of dead stars forged in the hearts of ancient suns, now alive enough to wonder why. Every moment of understanding, every time you learn, discover, create, is not just biology. It is cosmology. It is the eternal act of creation happening again through you, because of you. Science, in its beautiful precision, calls it neuroplasticity. The brain reshaping itself, adapting, growing, learning to see what it could not see before. But I ask you, what if this is prayer? What if every synapse formed, every connection forged in the furnace of experience is the language through which the divine continues to speak creation into being? What if you, fragile, mortal, magnificent, are the place where God has chosen to dream? Billions of years ago, there was only silence. Then atoms collided, fused, became something new. Dust gathered, stars ignited, planets cooled, and somewhere impossibly, matter began to feel. Molecules organized into cells, cells into tissue, tissue into a brain that could hold a thought, cradle a memory, ask a question. When you remember someone you love, thousands of neurons ignite in perfect, aching synchrony. They recreate a face, a voice, a feeling, pulling the past into the present, refusing to let it die. When you solve a problem that has haunted you, entire regions of your mind blaze with coordinated brilliance, a symphony of electricity and chemistry playing a song that has never been heard before. And when you imagine, when you picture a world that does not yet exist, a story no one has told, a solution no one has found, you are doing what only gods do, bringing order from chaos, making the invisible visible, calling light into the darkness and watching it obey. But here is the truth they don't tell you. You cannot force a synapse to form. You cannot command understanding to arrive. All you can do is show up, listen, pay attention, open yourself to the possibility of change. And then, grace. Insight descends like rain you did not summon. Clarity blooms like a flower you did not plant. You suddenly know something you did not know before, and you cannot remember a time when you did not know it. Learning feels like remembering, as if the knowledge was always there, sleeping in the folds of your brain, waiting for you to finally become still enough to hear it. The mystics were right. The kingdom of heaven is within, not metaphor, not poetry, literal truth. Inside your skull, billions of neurons form a living temple, a sanctuary where thought and spirit are one, where the finite touches the infinite, where biology becomes theology, and the sacred hides in plain sight. When a new idea is born in your mind, when understanding finally arrives, the cosmos takes a breath. Neurons light up like cities seen from space. Patterns form, stabilize, remember. Chemicals dance their ancient, intricate dance. This is how God taught the brain to think. Not through thunder, not through commandment carved in stone, but through the sacred, silent mechanism of curiosity, memory, light, through the humble, glorious collaboration of billions of neurons, each one a servant of something greater than itself, through the chemistry of wonder, through the electricity of insight, through you, the most intricate, improbable, heartbreaking, exquisite miracle ever designed. There will come moments in your life when everything changes, when something inside you shifts, when the world suddenly makes sense in a way it never did before. And in those moments, pay attention. Please, pay attention. Because deep in your brain, deeper than thought, deeper than words,
synapses are forming. New pathways are being carved into the landscape of your mind, and the person you are becoming is being written cell by cell, spark by spark into the very structure of your being. Quietly, perfectly, forever. You who are made of stardust and lightning. You who carry infinity in the 3 pounds of tissue between your ears.
You who are the answer to a question the universe has been asking since the beginning of time. Can matter learn to love itself? And so, the dance continues. Silent beneath your skin, eternal within your bones. Waiting, always waiting for the next question, the next discovery, the next moment when you choose to learn, to grow, to become. And in that choice, in that single sacred act of opening yourself to change, creation begins again. You are the universe waking up. You are the miracle recognizing itself. You are the spark, the bridge, the light. And you are enough.